Well, here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go again. You know, like many of you, I grew up in the church. I saw and I learned. Having grown up in the church, I tried to live a life that wasn't so corrupt. You know how we all try to do the best we can. And so we survived. But somehow I turned into a preacher. Not that I was so much in wanting to try to teach the Bible, but to teach God as God had been revealed to me. One thing that made it appropriate for me is that I no longer believed in God. My belief had turned to knowledge. Something had happened to me whereby I considered only our God could do it. And that was that God. And so as I was preaching, people used to ask, you know what you do when you call a preacher up, send you a prayer cloth, send a prayer for your sister, somebody's sister so-and-so is sick, do this. And so I would take that message and take it to the Lord in prayer. And one day I just had to ask God, why am I continuously praying? And these people are constantly asking for these same prayers over and over. But the problem was, I got an answer. The answer is that God is not ready to do for us what God has made us able to do for ourselves. Doing what God has made us to do for ourselves indicate that we respect and honor God. That is how we honor God, by doing what God has given us the ability to do. So I recognized that. Took me off the pulpit. Took me around the country and some foreign countries to see, to listen, to be among people, and to watch the hypocrisy that exists. Not only that, gave me a vision of the solutions to the problems. How to live in peace and be prosperous and free. How to have your dreams lived and not just something that you imagine. How to get rid of lying and cheating and stealing and hatred and racism and bigotry. How to do these kinds of things. And so I bring it back to you, the people. For 40 years I've been doing this, ladies and gentlemen, just about 40 years, more 35 with the answers. And you have rejected the answers. You choose the devil 1,000 times before you choose God. And you think that you aren't the ones that's doing it. It's everybody else. No, my friends, it's everybody else and you. Yesterday, I would have said us, but I've been trying too hard to be included in this. And it appears that you're not going to change until some powerful country start blowing up your buildings, killing you everywhere you go. Then you'll start getting on your knees talking about God. Be too late then. I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you got the power to do it right now. Let me tell you something. When I was given this message, I was told that if you got a job and the best thing about having a job is one that you love. But if you got a job and you work, then you are entitled to everything that exists in this society. For instance, you know I mention it all the time: food, clothing, shelter, education, healthcare, transportation, anything that exists by the hands of man. If you got a job, you are entitled to it because you're a part owner of it. This is the truth. All of you working together, everybody, you might not even know you're working together, but your hands are going into the resources and take it from the resources, everything that exists. The resources by the human beings. Just because somebody trick you and put some money in the middle of it and paying you, robbing you, that don't make them boss. God is still boss. And the benefit of your heavenliness is listening to God, and stop listening to these people who are robbing you. I got a letter today, one from the health department. Eddie, your health bill is due now. I got no money to pay no damn hospital. And why did I say damn? Because they're sending me a bill. Got the city trying to tell me they don't like the way my property is presented. And if I don't make adjustments according to what they say, which I really don't mind making an adjustment, but it takes money to do it, and I don't have the money to do it. Why? Because I don't make the money. See, it ain't no accident. I don't have the money intentionally because poor folks don't have money. And this system has got to adjust for poor people. Don't make no poor people do it. They say, well, I got to go do this because they done sent me and they going to penalize me. So I got to go move the mountain until I can satisfy them. But they don't give a damn about me and you. And we sit up and say it's okay. No, we don't. Somebody who don't give a damn about you or I have made the decision that this is what's going to happen. And they did that because they don't care about us. You heard the people say, look, I'm going to do whatever I got to do for myself, and I don't care what hell freezes over. That's the kind of people I'm talking about. You see, if they cared about you, just like they cared about themselves, they come up with a solution. But they're only thinking of themselves. Selfish son of a gun. Now they're ready to kill you so they can have what they want. And that's what they're doing. That's the way of the world. I'm coming here and telling you this crap. And you telling me, well, you want something, you better go do like I'm doing, join with the band. And I ain't going to do that. So I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not going to straighten up, if you're not going to start doing the right thing to take away pain and suffering, I don't want to live amongst you. And you got permission to kill me. Just don't tell me. Just do it. Just do it. Because I don't want to live amongst. Because to me, you ever heard the expression, if I went down in hell, and everybody's burning, and you can't stop the pain. Oh, you just hollering and screaming, asking Abraham to pour you some water, whoever it is you need some water down there in hell with. You begging all this here, and if a door crack open, you'd be trying to run out of there as fast as you possibly can. That's what you say if you done in that kind of stuff. So it takes that kind of stuff to make you wake you up. It takes that kind of punishment. It takes that kind of persecution to wake you up. It don't take that much to wake me up. What I'm going through right now has already woke me up. I'm woke. And I can't stand this crap we living in. I'm talking about all of us. Yes, all of us. All of us who says that this is okay. All of us who says, well, there's no other way. No, I can't stand it. And if you don't want to trust in something else but this junk, then you can have it. I am tired of this, and I don't want to have anything to do with it. And if I'm living, I'm gonna confess it. I'm gonna expose, and I'm gonna tell you how to fix it. And then I'm mad as heck with you, because I gotta tell you every day. You know I'm telling you the truth. You still know Donald Trump, you know the crook he is. And every day you're talking about him, he's still walking around as a crook. Doing nothing but walking around as a crook, trying his best to mess your mind up even more. And you sitting there letting him, feeding that stuff in your mind, feeding it every day. Hey, he gonna be the president. You probably need a Donald Trump. Anybody that can't see through this stuff is gonna get a Donald Trump. I'm talking like I'm angry. I guess I am. You see, because I'm living in this stuff. They telling me, well, every day that is not moved, I'm going to bill you $100. You see how simple that is? They don't give a stink about my situation, but they're going to bill me $100. And you know what? They got the power of the law behind them. The power of the law behind them. And I understand that's why you submit for the same old reasons. The difference between you and myself is that I tell you that I know God exists. You say you believe God exists. But I'm going through the pain because I don't have. You're going through the pain trying to do everything you can to have. And who's the problem? Deception, the liar, the thief, and the